For this first stitch, we are going to do a running stitch. Now, because I want this to show up, I have decided that I am taking one strand of yarn. You'll see that I have doubled it so that, and I've made sure that my knot is nice and big so that when I bring it through the hole of the paper, the knot's not going to come through. And I'm making sure that my needle is in the middle. When I start, I want the knot to be on the back side. So this is the front side of my paper, so I would want the knot to be on the back side. So I'm going to start with my needle going behind the paper, and I'm going to pull it through. Now, with the running stitch, all you're really doing, it's kind of like weaving a tabby weave. Over, under, over, under. So we're coming up and then we're going back. We're going to come up. So it's going to actually look like a dashed line when you are done. And part of the reason I wanted to do this with 2 pieces of yarn versus 1 is that I wanted you to see, I wanted the yarn to stand out so you could really see the stitch. So this is what you would call a running stitch. Now when I get to the end, I think I'm going to stop there because I started at this corner. I'm going to stop at this one because I have 3 more stitches that I want to share with you. I want to show you how to end your yarn here. So I'm going to turn this over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go underneath the last stitch here that I made. So I'm going to go underneath it, and then you're going to notice that I have a loop. I'm going to lift this up, bring the needle underneath, and I'm going to pull. This is going to create a knot. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go underneath here. I'm going to go over through the loop, and you're going to see a knot form. We want to make that knot kind of as close to the paper as possible. So there's my knot. I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut, and then just to keep these tails from the knot secure and not where I can't see them, I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm just going to tape that back. So that is what a running stitch looks like. So there you go. There's your running stitch.